I'm here to talk about Quantico Season 1, Episode 3 cover. There's so much going on in all of these episodes, so juicy. So I broke it down to at the academy, what's going on in the emergency center, and what is Alice going through to clear her name. Let's talk about at the academy. They're starting off with an exercise to build teamwork, and they are tied up in groups of twos, and they're in the pool, and they have to work together to untie each other. And Alex cuts her finger as she gets the zip ties uncut with her and Shelby, and then we see the blood when she get out of the pool, and I was like, ooh, that's a clue. And of course, you know it is. O'Connor gives Alex the folder of her dad, which had been in the FBI for 20 years. And Ryan sees all this going on. And then the assignment of the week was Miranda wanted them to profile each other off their strength and weakness. And I think that they figured that they would just write a report, give it to her, and then, you know, it's for her eyes only. But she ended up posting it up and told them that you need to each select 3 names, and they will be booted out of the program. Or if they didn't do that, then she would select 10 people, and they would get kicked out. They were all mad when they found out what each other thought about them. And so, Naima was fighting with Natalie, and she got punched. So, of course, she got a twin, so they got to have matching face bruises and everything. That was crazy. Alex thinks Shelby is hiding something because she talks to somebody secretly in the bathroom in a different language. Alex has the folder, and Shelby knows about it and think, you know, it's a little suspicious she has a folder and being all secretive about it. Naima performs badly, and her sister is the one that performs better, and she gets frustrated because I think she's more competitive, and Naima's just like, oh my God, this is better than just being some wife and stuff, and, you know, but she's the weaker of both. Ryan says Simon is very creepy and calculated everything he do, even when he smiles. Simon says that Ryan is weird that he goes running in the woods by himself. He knows the campus by the back of his hand, and that every time Alex is in the room, he leaves. Alex is like, we don't not have to fight. We don't have to vote. Let Miranda choose. Simon goes and votes. Miranda comes back and like, it was a test. And she gives Simon a warning because he basically turned his back on his people. Wow, that's messed up because he actually, you know, did the assignment. But hey, like I said, you always got to stick with your people. They all make up. And Naeem goes to Natalie and is like, basically, you don't have nobody. You just being mean or whatever. You just don't have nobody. Nima left her sister. It's like, hey, you know, you're flourishing in here. You go do this. But her sister always kind of, I think, wanted to, you know, get married and do the traditional stuff. But now Naima has gave her opportunity to do something. Natalie begs her daughter's father to see her daughter on Skype or wherever she was looking on her computer, but the dad had told her, like, if you leave for 5 months, you ain't gonna never see your daughter again. Alice reads the file, and she finds out, like, her dad was a hero, and Ryan comes there, and she tells, like, you know, I killed my dad, my mom didn't do it, and I killed the hero, so she was taking it hard, and I think Ryan is back on her good graces now. Miranda goes to see her son, which she put him, he's either in a prison or like a detention center for youth. And I felt like, well, he was mad with her, but he was like, I'm coming, I'm going to see you real soon. So I feel like, is he threatening her? Because she did put him in there, so who knows about that. And then Shelby transferred $1 million to somebody. Who knows what happened with that. That's what happened at the academy. Current day, at the emergency center, Ryan is back. And Ryan and Natalie see each other, and it was a little awkward, but you could tell she's very smitten with him. So I don't know if they haven't seen each other in a long time, because we don't know what happened after Quantico and then till now. They bring in Alex's mom. O'Connor talks to Sita, and she knows him. And basically, he was trying to get her to see if to reveal where Alex was, and she's like, I thought Alex was in grad school. I didn't even know anything about this. And then she reveals that she took the blame for Alex killing her husband, but it not only protected her, it protected him and her husband because they did something, but we don't know what they did yet. Then Miranda sees Sita, and she pretended like she had to go to the restroom, and she talks to him like, don't turn your daughter in. She didn't do it. She being framed. Please don't. And Sita's like, you're the agent that saw. So whatever O'Connor and Michael, Alex's dad, did, Miranda saw it. And she was with O'Connor. She was dating O'Connor, so I'm pretty sure she saw it. And then that could be the reason why they broke up too. So she saw it. So we don't know what happened, but it's going to be interesting when it did. So O'Connor shows Sita that Alex beat up Simon, which I'll talk about that in a minute, on a video. It's like, basically, this ain't the daughter that you think she is. Sita reveals that after Alex killed her daddy, that Sita sent her to India with her family for 10 years. But 9 of those years, they knew where she was. So there was a year that was unaccountable for. Sita decides to hold a press conference and tell her daughter, turn yourself in. Okay? Let's get to Alex. Alex goes and finds Simon. She does not trust Simon, but Ryan called Simon and said to, ask for his help. There you go. He works for this startup tech company, and Alex brings the fragment or a part of a bomb, or it could be a bomb, to him, and then they go to his job. He pulls a fingerprint off of the fragment or the bomb part, and it was Alex's fingerprint. But Alex, when she had the exercise, she cut her finger, so it was really bad, where if she did a fingerprint, it would change her fingerprint. So the fingerprint she had was probably when she first got to Quantico. So she's thinking, I've been framed since I stepped in Quantico. Then Simon's looking through database and everything. It was taking a minute. He did the alarm. I'm thinking that he's about to turn it in, but basically he staged it so he can continue to help her, because if it looked like he's freely helping her, then he's going to get in trouble. So he ended up, she leads him out with a gun and stuff, and then they had the camera, so she beat him up. And that's the video that Sita saw. And she leaves. She go back to the hideout or wherever the place that they originally met. He goes and had to give a statement and everything, and then they talk. We originally see a FBI director named Clayton was talking to O'Connor. He calls Simon and tells him, basically, keep your cover. I'm thinking Simon was FBI all along. So that is the reason why Ryan told Alex to call Simon, because those two are working undercover in the FBI on top of the FBI. And that's what I'm thinking. Let me know what you think. Leave a message and comment. Subscribe to this page. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter. And we will talk about this next week, because it's going to be some more clues.
But my life